Welcome back to Collector Not Hoarder. This is Tom. Today I got a small stack of non-sports cards to go through. Non-sports is going absolutely bananas right now. I've been building up some stuff here over the last several months, and I had a much bigger stack that I was going to go through, but I pared it way down, and I was having trouble with my tripod and my lighting and everything. I was getting a lot of glare on all my stuff, so I opted to pull everything out of their sleeves, so you're going to see everything kind of raw and unprotected. So we'll go ahead and get started. And the first one that I have here, it's a 1860s Prang of Jefferson Davis. This is a pretty nice copy of this card. These Prang cards have really taken off here. And anything Civil War era, especially Abraham Lincoln, is going crazy right now. But just to get your hands on something from the era or from the sets, you know, I like type cards. If I can get one of the big ones, that's great. But most of the time, you know, I'm just getting something generic from the time just so I can have one in my collection. This one is actually a pretty nice copy. This is a Stonewall Jackson Prang. You can see it says Prang underneath his name there. But this was a nice copy. I was really happy to get this back when I got it. I believe that there's been very few of these graded by PSA and SGC. So kind of a rare card right there. Next is a 1904 Wills of Mark Twain. This is a really pretty set. I like the ornate designs around the edges. Nice Havelock tobacco advertisement on the back. But I ended up getting a full set of these. There's actually a Eugene Sandow card in this set as well. I didn't have that here with me, but I do have it. Just didn't have it in the stack. Next is this is a Ogden's Guinea Gold of George Washington. This is from the Series C, and this is number 211. I don't know an exact date on these. I think maybe SGC puts like 1902 on these, and I don't know how correct that is. But these Ogden cards are really nice, and there's some ones that are more difficult than others to get. And this is the Washington one is out there, but obviously people collect this one and kind of hang on to it. So I was happy to pick up a copy of this. Next is another Guinea Gold, also potentially 1902. I don't know an exact year, but this is Charles Darwin. This is a pretty nice copy of this card as well. These are blank back, but just a nice image of Darwin. I feel like you got to have at least one Darwin card in your non-sports set if you're going to have a non-sports collection. So very cool copy there. Next, this is a pretty tough one. This is a 1905 Cousie's Cigarettes of Thomas Edison. So typically you'll see these in Ogdens, but these tougher ones are the Cousies. And these are from 1905. I'm not sure, you know, the actual year of the Edisons that look similar to this in the Ogdens. They're probably in that 1900 to 1902 range as well. But just a really tough card, very nice condition. There was a lot of these Cousies that came up for sale recently, and this was the main one that I wanted. Granted, there were a handful of others that I really wanted, but this is the main one that I wanted to get, and I was happy to land this one. Another rare Thomas Edison is this here, and I'm not too familiar with it, but this is from the Lever Brothers. This is circa 1900. It's like a leather patch for a greeting card, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, but with a Thomas Edison picture affixed to it. So it's hard to find any information on this. There is nothing on the back of it, but there are Lever Brothers cards of Thomas Edison from 1900, and so the assumption was that this came out around the same time as that. But this is something I'd never seen before, and I was very happy to be able to get this one as well. Next, this is a trio of cards. There's 3 of them here. We got a Ulysses S. Grant, and then 2 Teddy Roosevelts. And these are 1935 Cuban issues, 1935 Tabacalera. And they actually have pretty nice backs to them. These are typically glued into albums. But these are pretty tough to find. I think these are only Pop 1 or Pop 2 between PSA and SGC. So these are very, very low population cards, great images of Grant and Roosevelt, especially this one here. I really love that one of Roosevelt. I actually think this one was a Pop 2 at PSA. This one is a Pop 1 at PSA, and this one is a Pop 1 at SGC. And that's the only copies graded of these. But nice cards. I love the look of those, the sepia tone colors. Next is the increasingly popular, depends on who grades it, 1909 to 1911 Cadbury Titanic card. This thing has gone crazy recently. I was watching a very low grade copy of this in auction, and it had close to 100 watchers on it. That was insane. I don't typically see the stuff that I watched. I don't typically see that amount of watchers on a specific card, especially a non-sports card like this. But people are wanting this card, and the prices are climbing. So if you hadn't picked one of these up yet, it's I'm guessing a nice eye appeal 1 is going to cost you $700+. But I mean, you're talking a couple thousand now for maybe a 2 or a 3. So I was very happy to get this. I picked this up a few months ago. It was one of those purchases where it was a bad listing title, and I was able to grab this for an insane price. So I was very happy to get this. But if you've missed out on picking up the Cadbury Titanic, which that's a pre-sinking card, so that card came out prior to the Titanic actually sinking. But you can also find a bunch of really nice postcards, and I had picked this one up. This is circa 1912, so it's post-sinking, but I just thought it was a great image of the ship. There are some colored versions of similar type cards out there, but this one is post-sinking. It was just a really nice copy at a really good price whenever I first got it. So I figured it was a good time to pick this up since the Cadbury cards are shooting up. I assume once those go out of reach for most of the average collectors, that the postcards are going to really pick up as well too. Let's see. Next is, I think this is roughly 1910, but just a really nice image of Wilbur Wright. This is a French postcard, and you can see there's writing on there. I did have it translated onto my phone, but I don't have that with me right now to read it to you. It's just really hard to read on the card, but I believe this is also another French postcard. And let's see. Yeah, just a great shot. I just love Wright Brothers cards, the early stuff. But this is just a great image of Wilbur. And last is going to be a Charlie Chaplin card. It's another postcard of Chaplin, but it's this here. This is one of my favorite images of him on a postcard. So the one on the right here is my new copy. the one on the left. This is an exhibit copy. I've had this for a little while. I've actually had a couple copies of this, but this is from the 1920s, the exhibit. And I came across this like silver mirrored version of this card. So I'm assuming after doing a little bit of research that this one possibly came out before the exhibit card. The original picture was taken, I believe, in 1914. So I would say that maybe this one could potentially be like 1915 to 1920, somewhere in there. So I think it came out slightly before this one after trying to research a little bit. You know, neither one are postmarked, but that's just kind of what I came up with as I was looking through things. But this was the last piece that I had for you. I appreciate you guys always watching. Tried to keep it short today. I didn't want to go super long. I know some people lose interest once I get too lengthy in the stuff. So once again, please like the video and comment down below. And don't forget, there's a fine line between a collector and a hoarder. Which one are you?